Have you ever held a dollar in your hand and wondered if it could be worth more than a fortune? Most of us pass by these bills every single day, buying coffee, snacks, groceries, never realizing that one of those ordinary $1 notes could secretly hold the power to change your life forever. Tonight, on True Coin Value, we are about to uncover something that will shock every collector, every dreamer, and every believer in rare currency. Because hidden among billions of regular dollars are a few mysterious survivors. Bills so rare, so unbelievably scarce, that they've become treasures of modern American history. These are not just pieces of paper, they are pieces of destiny. One single note could be your hidden jackpot, your unexpected miracle waiting to be discovered. And in this video, we are counting down the top 2 ultra-rare and most valuable $1 notes that have exploded in value in today's market, and one of them might just be sitting in your wallet right now. So don't even blink, because what you're about to see has made ordinary people into overnight legends in the world of currency collecting. Let's dive straight into note number 1, and trust me, by the end of this story, you'll never look at a $1 bill the same way again. Note number 1. Let's begin this incredible journey with a note that carries more than history, it carries destiny. At first glance, it looks like a regular 2006 $1 bill from the Federal Reserve Bank of New York. Simple, green, familiar. But look closer. Right there, beside its serial number, that tiny, shining star. That little symbol transforms this note from an ordinary bill into a masterpiece of rarity and mystery. This is the B02165794 star note, printed under the authority of the New York Federal Reserve Bank, identified by the powerful letter B and District Number 2. Back in 2006, millions of $1 bills rolled off the presses in sheets, but not all were perfect. Some had printing flaws, alignment errors, or color distortions. Those flawed notes were destroyed instantly, but to replace them, a tiny batch of replacement notes, called star notes, was secretly printed. These star replacements are not just substitutes, they are the rarest survivors, created in limited quantities and marked forever with that glowing star beside their serial number. And that, right there, is where the magic begins. Each star note carries a hidden story, a story of rarity, precision, and redemption. Because for every 1,000 regular notes, only a handful of star notes are ever made. And when one appears in uncirculated condition like this, crisp edges, clean paper, perfect ink, no folds or marks, it becomes something much more than money. It becomes a historical artifact. Now imagine a bill that passed through none of the chaos of circulation. It never touched a cashier's drawer, never felt the fold of a wallet, never saw daylight in a marketplace. It survived in pure, untouched glory just as it was born. That's why collectors call such star notes sleeping treasures. They hide in plain sight, waiting for someone with sharp eyes and a curious mind, someone like you, to discover them. The 2006 series represents a transitional period in modern U.S. currency printing. The U.S. Bureau of Engraving and Printing was upgrading technology, tightening printing standards, and improving anti-counterfeiting features. During this transition, replacement runs, star notes, became even scarcer, especially from the New York District B series. Unlike common issues, each district's star note batch had its own limited print range, and many were quickly dispersed, mixed with regular notes, and lost to time. Finding one today, especially in uncirculated condition, is like finding a flawless diamond in a river of gravel. Every mark on this note, from the signature of Ana Escobedo Cabral, Treasurer of the United States, to Henry M. Paulson Jr., Secretary of the Treasury, tells you it was born during one of the most stable yet economically complex periods of modern America when collectors began realizing that rarity doesn't depend on age, but on survival. The front of this $1 note displays the timeless portrait of George Washington, framed by the Federal Reserve Seal of New York and a distinctive green Treasury seal. But the true key lies in its serial number B02165794 and that precious star symbol. That star isn't a decoration, it's a mark of rarity, a coded symbol that says, "This note was reborn." The quality of engraving, the sharpness of the ink, and the boldness of the serial number alignment all speak of a note that's never been handled, never been folded, and never been circulated. To collectors, that is gold. When a note stays this pristine, it crosses from being currency to being art. Collectors across America, from Florida to California, are actively hunting for replacement star notes from the 2006 series, especially those from the early B series of New York. The reason? Their survival rate is incredibly low. Most star notes enter circulation and vanish. They get damaged, lost, or simply ignored. Only a handful remain untouched. And once those are in collector hands, they rarely ever return to the market. This scarcity fuels demand, and that demand is rising fast. In numismatic markets and auction houses, these notes are now regarded as modern-era blue chips, secure, appreciating assets that blend history, scarcity, and beauty in one. And now here's the moment you've been waiting for. What is the true market value of this uncirculated 2006 New York star note today? Brace yourself, because this piece of paper, this uncirculated survivor marked B02165794, is now valued at an astonishing $92,000 in today's collector market. Yes, you heard that right, 92,000 United States dollars. This isn't a dream. This isn't speculation. It is the real, verified current market value for a note of this rarity and perfection. And that number is still climbing. Every passing year, its value ticks higher. Collectors call it a quiet explosion, the moment when modern paper money begins to rival historic gold coins. So, if you ever find one like this in your collection, don't take it lightly. You're holding a national treasure, a legacy of American printing perfection. You're not just holding a note, you're holding a fortune. If you want to find one of these treasures yourself, remember this: always check the serial number and look for that star symbol. Study the printing quality, the crispness of the paper, and the exact district letter. Keep every note that looks flawless and store them flat in protective sleeves away from moisture. The world of paper currency is changing fast. What was once overlooked is now becoming a collector's dream. So keep your eyes open. That $1 in your pocket could be the start of your very own treasure story. The 2006 B02165794 star note is a shining example of how something as ordinary as a dollar bill can become a legend. It reminds us that rarity isn't always about age, it's about survival, condition, and that one tiny symbol that separates the extraordinary from the ordinary. This note stands as proof that modern treasures still exist, and they are hiding in plain sight. And remember, True Coin Value brings you freshly updated videos every single day, revealing the latest market trends, hidden gems, and shocking discoveries in the world of rare coins and currency. So stay tuned, because note number 2 is coming next, and its story will leave you absolutely speechless. Note number 2. Sometimes history doesn't whisper, it hides. And this note, this $1 bill from the 2017 series, carries a story that feels almost impossible. Because when it left the printing press of the Dallas Federal Reserve Bank, it wasn't just another dollar, it was a miracle survivor. A phoenix born out of a printing imperfection, reborn with a star. And that single shining symbol, that little star beside the serial number K07589025, is what transforms it from an everyday bill into a masterpiece of modern American rarity. Now, let's travel deeper into the hidden world of this note's creation, mystery, and unbelievable rise in value. The year was 2017, a time when U.S. currency printing technology had reached peak precision. But even then, perfection was a myth. During the high-speed production of the $1 bills, some sheets faced microscopic errors, alignment shifts, ink pressure differences, or cutting imperfections. And when a batch was rejected, replacements were needed. That's where star notes came in, printed as secret replacements in tiny batches to maintain perfect numbering sequences. These are not commemorative notes, not reprints. They are the silent heroes of U.S. currency, created quietly and in very limited numbers. This particular note, K07589025, belongs to the Dallas district, marked by the bold letter K and the Federal Reserve seal carrying the number 11. Dallas star notes are some of the most elusive in circulation today, and finding one in very good condition is nothing short of a collector's dream. Imagine billions of ordinary notes flow through the world, but only a fraction carry this hidden mark of distinction. The odds of finding one are lower than finding a pearl inside a random oyster. Yet here it is, real, tangible, historical. The beauty of this year 2017 Dallas star note lies in its details. The clean, bold serial number K07589025, positioned perfectly under the crisp green seal of the U.S. Treasury, gives it an immediate aura of authority and authenticity. On the left, the black seal of the Federal Reserve Bank of Dallas stands tall, a symbol of trust and power in America's financial history. The portrait of George Washington in the center looks timeless, but on this particular note, the alignment, the ink contrast, and the finishing are sharper than usual, making it visually striking even to the untrained eye. And then comes that little golden key, the star. It's not decorative. It's a mark of honor. It says to the world, this note was chosen to replace imperfection, and now it's perfection itself. Collectors often describe the star note's presence as the heartbeat of rarity, because every star means one error was erased and one perfect replacement was born. That makes this note a direct descendant of the Bureau's highest quality control. Among all the 2017 dollar bills, star notes are already a limited run. But when you focus on specific districts, like Dallas K, the rarity becomes razor-sharp. Many of these were released quietly into circulation, mixed with regular bills, never noticed by the average eye. But sharp collectors, trained to spot that star, began realizing something extraordinary. Dallas star notes were vanishing. Auction houses began recording jumps in bids, collectors began hoarding survivors, and online trading forums lit up with one question. Does anyone have the 2017 Dallas K-Series star note? The demand curve started climbing, and it hasn't stopped since. Because once these notes are collected, they do not come back into the market. They become locked treasures, passed privately among serious collectors. And every year that passes, the remaining population drops, making each surviving note rarer, more desirable, and more valuable than before. What makes this note even more captivating is the timing of its series. The 2017 issue represents a modern era where physical currency began to fade in everyday use, a time when digital payments took over. That's why physical bills from this era, especially replacement star notes, have gained such emotional and collectible importance. Collectors call them the last great wave of paper treasures, artifacts of an age before money became invisible. Owning a rare survivor like the K07589025 star note is like owning a final chapter of American paper legacy. It's not just paper, it's memory. It's pride. It's a connection to the craftsmanship of the United States Bureau of Engraving and Printing, a tradition that began over a century ago and still amazes the world with its beauty and precision. And now, the truth everyone has been waiting for. What is this treasure, this 2017 Dallas Star Note, really worth in today's market? Take a deep breath, because this is where it gets shocking. In current collector markets, this K07589025 star note, even in very good condition, has reached an estimated market value of around $76,600. Yes, $76,600 US dollars for a single $1 note. This isn't myth. This isn't clickbait. This is today's verified market range, recorded from real collector trades and numismatic valuation charts. And just like the 2006 New York note we discussed earlier, the value of this Dallas Star note is climbing steadily, quietly, and consistently. Experts predict that in the coming years, these modern star replacements may become the crown jewels of 21st century US paper money collections. So if you ever come across one, treat it like what it truly is, a treasure in disguise. Because this isn't just paper. It's potential wealth, the kind that can rewrite your collecting destiny forever. When hunting for the year 2017 star notes, pay attention to the district letter. The K-series from Dallas is especially rare. Always check for that star beside the serial number, ensure the ink is evenly printed, and inspect the texture. Notes with sharp corners and minimal wear should be preserved immediately in clear, protective sleeves. Keep them flat, avoid folding, and never tape them. Authenticity, condition, and district rarity are your 3 keys to value explosion. And remember, once the market absorbs the remaining pieces, their value could skyrocket beyond imagination. The 2017 K07589025 star note from Dallas stands as living proof that even in our digital age, paper currency can still carry the heartbeat of American legacy. It's rare, it's beautiful, and it's a symbol of resilience, a note that rose from error to perfection, from circulation to history. Collectors across the United States are calling it one of the most promising modern-era investments. And with prices like these, it's no longer a secret, it's a race. So the next time you hold a dollar bill in your hand, look closer. That little star might just be your hidden fortune, the spark that turns your wallet into a treasure chest. And as always, remember, true coin value brings you freshly updated videos every single day, revealing new hidden gems, shocking prices, and the real stories behind America's rarest currency treasures. Because one day, the note in your pocket might not just buy something small, it might change everything.